Thank you very much, and thanks for staying around. I know lunch is coming up very soon, so I want to get you in a vision for the next 8 minutes what property management of the future will look like and how we are trying to build from platform revolution, digitalization into automation with the clients we have and both sides of the marketplace, the landlords and the supply chain, and show you what the benefits for landlords will be, but also for the people that actually live in those properties. So if you just imagine for a second yourself living in a property, either as a landlord or as a tenant, and if you have a problem or if something needs to be serviced, what your experience has been up to date, and then imagine what it could look like, that's sort of what we're working on at Plintific. Let's see. So, what we basically have been working on and built over the last few years is completely rethinking how properties are managed in the future and looking at customer journeys starting from the tenants all the way integrating all the suppliers, so all the handymen, all the bigger contractors out there. Today, as we heard many times today, real estate is the biggest asset class. The digitalization is just starting, so automation is still quite far away. And what we are trying to empower people to do is look at where all the data is sitting, bringing that data together into a single platform solution, and then empowering the operational process to be streamlined. So we're looking at reducing costs by cutting out operational and manual processes, property managers having to chase contractors, calling tenants of saying, here's the contractor, the tenants calling in saying, well, where is the plumber coming on? Quoting, invoicing, payments handling, all to lower costs and ultimately increase the service that our landlords are offering to their customer base. What we call the magic is where Plintific sits. It's basically in between the ecosystem of property managers and the trade professionals and the clients. We work very closely with our large landlords to sort of find out where all their operations currently sit, where all their data sit, what platforms they use, and then try to integrate and streamline some of these processes to have better experiences in the middle. And what we basically build is a platform solution that's continuously improving to onboard the entire supply chain from small trades companies to large companies to become digital, and with that, use us as a partner to streamline the entire experience together. So we create work orders that come out from a tenant, from a call center, from a property manager. That goes into a process that becomes quite streamlined, and a lot of insights come out of that as we grow. We've built a marketplace as part of our platform. On the one side, we have a SaaS solution, which plugs into our landlord systems. On the other side, we have a complete CRM marketplace approach for all our trades companies, where I think the term now of Plintific being like Uber is used a bit more, where basically we're onboarding our contractors, we're vetting them, we're verifying them, We're making sure that the right jobs goes to the right company in the right way, and then we empower local trades companies to take on work as they have capacity. It's a big undertaking. The contractors in this world are very old school thinking, and they're not digitalized yet. So big part of our process is to educate them, bring them into a digital world, and help them to also streamline their businesses by reducing their admin works, integrating payment solutions for them, helping with fleet management and operational systems, so they also become part of the digitalization. The contractors that we use, they interact with tenants very streamlined, very quickly through a platform. They schedule the works on our platform. They do the works through us. They get the quoting, invoicing, the payments through us. And when the work is finished, they can actually review the contractors after every single job, and therefore have an instant verification process of the entire contractor base we have, which then again is very useful for all our other clients that might want to use the same contractor. The future, obviously, is for us to enable tenants to manage their own homes using a lot of data that we generate and reduce the workload of property managers, so the property managers can do a lot more work on other tasks instead of admin tasks. And that's where, as we grow the business, as our clients become more digital savvy, automation will start kicking in, where we can identify tenants that can book their own jobs up to specific amounts, find the right contractors, automatically connecting them, deciding on releasing payments after we get the pictures and the surveys done when the work is done. So a lot of this is going towards automation, but our clients still have a lot of work to do to actually get onto the first digitalization bandwagon. What we've seen across our entire client base, we started our journey in the UK in London. 6-7 months ago, we, with help with Brand City and Aroundtown, made the move into Germany, where we have set up our platform. So most of this data is from our UK base. Across the platform, we see 25% reduction in overall costs. This is part of repairs cost that is reducing, because after every single job, we create a marketplace of quotes, and all the operational savings around quoting, invoicing, procurement, reviews, and so on, creates lots of streamlines around the operational processes. Some of our clients spend around 100 million a year on maintaining homes, so it's quite a big factor for them to look at operational savings. Tenant satisfaction, another big aspect, increases significantly, because the tenant, when they have their mobile on their phone and they can see what happens with the requests at an instant, they will be a lot more happy and less stressed about talking to customer services. And most of our jobs get done in a very short time period, because we always go to a large contractor base, and the contractors that have availability actually take on the work. We base our platform on a core package, which is a marketplace approach to get quick quotes. But then we also have add-on services like emergencies, out of hours, compliance, and planned works is something we're working on right now. So we're combining the approach to have a marketplace with single service providers. So if you have a lift that needs to be serviced, you can actually just create work orders automatically to get them serviced through a single provider. I'm going to pass this slide. A lot has been discussed today about data and what data is doing to make better decisions. We collect a lot of data around the entire transaction, from tenant reporting a repair all the way to the job being done. And in between sits a lot of information around asset quality, tenant quality, property management behavior, contractor quality. Processes around that are sort of very data-driven. So that gives our clients lots of insights, what to do and where to focus on their efforts. What we're now starting to look into is machine learning to empower our clients to also take decisions based on the data they see coming out of this portfolio. Some of our bigger clients in the UK, we currently work with clients that have around 2 million properties owned and managed. They're growing as we're growing as we're launching more with these clients. Last year, we were managing around 165,000 units exclusively through our platform. Did more than 100,000 work orders that came through the platform, were in the UK and launched in Germany. Had around 70 employees. In the next 2 years, we're targeting to get to around 1 million units. and 3 million work orders. And at the end of this year, we are looking to enter the US market and growing the employee base as we go. Finally, there's a new concept we just launched. It's called Property Labs. As we're working with the largest landlords in Europe, we see the same issues coming up. Innovation, disruption is not so easy for our clients typically, and they don't know really how to structure it. So we set up this Property Labs where we bring up to 10 large clients together and talk about big digitalization topics together with them, where we then implement this sort of as a partnership. Thank you very much.